Clobberin Time.
We're doing one more round. We're about to have 3 minutes to talk about what happens if and when Tyson Fury fights Oleksandr Usyk for the undisputed heavyweight championship. Daniel, you're going first. Are you ready?
I think I am.
All right, your 3 minutes starts now.
If Oleksandr Usyk and Tyson Fury fought right now, it's going to be an absolute bloodbath. If you look at every single fight Oleksandr Usyk has fought, recently included, especially in the heavyweight division, he has dominated each and every way. Talking about Anthony Joshua, Usyk dominated him. He put on the most amount of pressure against Joshua compared to any other opponent he has been against. He struck him badly. He jabbed him badly. He worked around the ring. He used his southpaw. He is an overall great fighter. The problem with every other opponent that has faced him, they haven't adapted in any way. Joshua was able to adapt at some point in the middle of the fight, but at the end of the day, Usyk was able to adapt. Can Tyson Fury do that? It's hard to really say. Tyson Fury is a very dangerous opponent. He can also move around. He can also use his defense. He can also punch and use his power, and he can use his jab. But will that be enough for a smaller version of a fighter in Usyk? I personally think that Oleksandr Usyk will have the time of his life against Tyson Fury. Will it be a great fight? Sure. Will it be something that's almost similar to the third Fury-Wilder fight? You might say so, but will it be more towards the 6th round on? Yes. Oleksandr Usyk is that type of fighter who can really dominate the competition. And at the end of the day, you're really just looking at what he has done recently. And what he's done recently is just take down his opponents. Tyson Fury, he's a good fighter who has a better resume. Recently, who has had a better resume? I would have to say Oleksandr Usyk. Who wants it more? I would say Oleksandr Usyk. Who's fighting for more? Oleksandr Usyk. He's fighting for himself, his country. He's a joker, but he's not as joking as he once was. He is as serious as one can get. Tyson Fury is laid back, and he has something to prove as one of the best heavyweight fighters of all time. But the years have passed him, Anthony Joshua, and Deontay Wilder by. They should have fought, all three of them should have fought one another in some capacity years ago. So at the end of the day, Oleksandr Usyk is here to take the pieces, take his opportunity to shine, and show why he is the best heavyweight fighter following the cruiserweight championship of the world by being the greatest heavyweight champion of the world.
Well, damn, you still got a little bit of time left. So who wins and how?
I would say Oleksandr Usyk, round 10, TKO. That's where I'm going towards. Or I'm going to say Oleksandr Usyk via unanimous decision because he just wear and tear his opponent down. And if Tyson Fury fights back, fine. And if he can't knock him out, fine. Oleksandr Usyk, unanimous decision, might be the money bet right there.
Well, there you have it. That's your round. Let's get started on my round because I think you lit a fire in me saying this. All right, so look. Tyson Fury says he wants $500 million to fight Oleksandr Usyk. He's being utterly ridiculous. Why is he being ridiculous? It's because it doesn't sell as much as a Tyson Fury-Anthony Joshua fight. What that doesn't mean, though, is that Tyson Fury doesn't recognize what's on the line when he faces Oleksandr Usyk. The man fights for legacy. Look, he wore a blazer with heavyweight champions lined on the inside of his jacket. If you think for 1 minute that Tyson Fury wouldn't take Oleksandr Usyk seriously, you're out of your mind. What he wants more than anything else, yes, he loves his money, but he wants to establish himself as the greatest heavyweight of all time. You hit on a very good point, Dan, is that Oleksandr Usyk has a better resume. Anthony Joshua has a better resume than Tyson Fury. However, Tyson Fury gave Deontay Wilder hell for 3 fights. The biggest puncher in heavyweight boxing and arguably one of the biggest punchers in history. Took him out twice, went to a draw where he essentially rolled off of the couch for that fight. Then he murdered Dillian White. I love Oleksandr Usyk. I think he's a tremendous fighter. I think this is a fun fight. I do not think it'll be a bloodbath. I think it'll be competitive. I think Oleksandr Usyk will present some problems that Tyson Fury hasn't seen before. But here's the thing. Tyson Fury is younger than Oleksandr Usyk. Tyson Fury still has a lot to give to the sport. Oleksandr Usyk has nothing left after this. I think when these two get into the ring with each other, Usyk's going to have a hard time dealing with that size, as anybody would facing Tyson Fury. Tyson Fury is a giant, but moves like a middleweight. Tyson Fury is also very, very smart. Anthony Joshua deployed a strategy that worked in the late rounds against Usyk, but couldn't commit to it because Usyk kind of wouldn't let him. Body punching. Tyson Fury is going to commit to that body. Now, it makes it a very fun fight, and I'm not saying Oleksandr Usyk would get dominated in any shape, form, or fashion, but I think this probably goes the distance in a fight that'll stink at some points as they try to figure each other out. But I think Tyson Fury is going to do a lot of leaning, a lot of moving, and a lot of kind of trying to pick his spots with Oleksandr Usyk, whereas Usyk's got to climb the mountain. He's got to fight the giant. He's got to figure out a way to get to that chin. If Deontay Wilder couldn't knock out Tyson Fury, I damn sure don't see Oleksandr Usyk knocking out Tyson Fury. I don't think anybody in the face of this planet right now can knock out Tyson Fury. And for that reason, I think Tyson Fury will pick him apart, run away with the fight late, and become the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, because that legacy, as much as he jokes and he plays and he says he wants $500 million, he wants all those titles. He wants to be known as the first undisputed heavyweight champion in the 4-belt era. I'm not saying Usyk don't want it, but I just think at his size, his skill level is elite, but at his size, he's going to struggle to climb that mountain. I got Tyson Fury winning. I think this fight happens next year. I think they can't play with this any longer. Tyson Fury is going to take less than $500 million, and then he's going to put these belts together and make history. That's what I got to say about that.